125, and what we're probably gonna do is we're gonna move all the marbled crayfish to the 125 and then get rid of the 55. There's the marbled crayfish. So, oh, the one looked like it's on eggs.
There's a couple of them.
So these are the marbled crayfish. Now we're gonna get them out of this tank right here, and it's gonna be easier to maintain because that got a sand bottom and this got a gravel bottom, so it's easier to clean the gravel bottom. So this is the 125 now that for the marbled crayfish. Oh my god, look at this little crayfish with all these eggs. She can barely walk. She has so much eggs. That's a baby. I mean, those are big crayfish right there. That's a big honker. That's a little tiny crayfish, and that's how much eggs she has underneath her. I just cleaned the tank. That's why it's cloudy right now. We're about to change them, but she can't even walk. She could barely walk because of all those damn eggs. There's another. Oh, there are. There's tiny baby crayfish. See a spot on the glass? That's a tiny baby crayfish right there that you could barely see to the naked eye. I have no idea if the algae eaters are alive in here. Have you seen the algae eaters, love?
Yeah, there's suction down to the under part of the log. If you look right in, you see that first one's upside down. Oh man.
No. Over here, the algae eaters.
Oh.
The green and the orange ones.
I don't know what happens to the green one. The orange one's the only one I ever see, but it doesn't mean that the green one isn't in there. But that orange one is always in this tube. You can't see. Yep, he's in there.
Is in there?
Yep.
See the little crayfish?
Yeah, I know. I told you there's a lot of them. He's in there.
Okay.
I can see him.
Look at this big one. And this one got beat up in a fight. Look at her claw. Both her main claws are missing.
Oh, she had at least one of them. If that's the same one. I did see that.
But they can still eat because they have the claws underneath that they feed with.
Yeah. Yep.
So little by little, we're going to have to transfer these, but I don't want to put the crayfish over there until they have a place to hide. We'll clean all these plants out. Oh my god, I didn't see that big one back there.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to take a while of having this tank up because we got to get all the ones we can see out of here. And then you got to wait for the little ones to get bigger so you can see them to get them out of here. Okay, well, I put whatever little fish you had over there, so they're in their glory over there. Okay, so all the dust settled on the marbled crayfish, and I'm going to have to start moving it to the bigger tank. There are marbled crayfish on eggs that we are not going to mess with. There's a whole bunch of tiny ones. They're all around. My grandson loves looking for them with my wife down underneath there. They're hidden all around. We had a whole bunch of babies that were over here, and the babies now are out and about. So it's going to take a while. This one's on eggs. You could tell by the tails curled over like that, she's on eggs. And there's actually one hiding all the way under there. Now you can't tell, but in that tree right there, in the plant, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 right here visible with that plant, so there's probably more. Here's another plant, and there's 1, 2, 3 visible in that plant. The barrel, there's 1, 2, there's a big mamma jamma on the inside. We're getting this ugly one out of here, so I got to clean the plants as I'm gonna be moving these plants over to the 125. Now there's a little bit of fish in this 125. There's one tube in there for the algae eater. Let me turn that on. Okay, so this is where the marbled crayfish are now going to be now the little squishy's gone. And I'm gonna do it little by little. Like I said, I'm gonna move the plants first, shake them off really good, and then I'm gonna move a couple plants and ones that are not on eggs. Let me see. Guys, oh, you can't really see if I do that because the tree's over here, but I gotta shake this off. Oh, this is in there really good, actually. See? Right there. Come on, come on, come on. Shake them off, shake them off. Or they're gonna be stuck on if they don't get off. Look, it's right in there on eggs. There's one right in there on eggs. See? Right there. Right there. And it's going right in here. Right in here. Boop, boop, boop. And she's still there. All the way at the bottom right there. She's hiding right in there. So I gotta dig those in. So I'm gonna move 2 of the big plants right now. Then I'll see how it's gonna look. Okay, so the tank is coming alive. We're gonna buy some more of these stand-up plants and renew them because they really massacred this other plant that we had in there. So there's a tons of them hiding in that, and you see I stirred it up. So it was just crystal clear, but now I stirred it up. But look at all the babies right here. There's tons of babies in this corner right here, on this right here. That one's all hanging upside down right there. Look at that. Tons of babies in this corner right here. But so we cannot see, look at that, how tiny that one is. So this tank cannot get shut down yet until all these mature over here, so we can see the size of them to move everything over there. So right now what I'm going to do so they don't start fighting over there is actually cut some more PVC and put some more PVC in that tank so they don't start fighting until we get the other flowers plants. But either way, that's what I'm doing today, trying to get the crayfish guppy tank over here. This is more or less a mosquito fish guppy tank because all the mosquito fish keep repopulating and none of the guppies. All right, talk to you later. Stay tuned for this tank of the marbled crayfish. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye. All I can find for right now, I put some tubes in there. They're already finding their way home, going into the ship back there. My wife has a ton of marbled crayfish. There's some in the barrel, there's some on the barrel, there's some behind the barrel, there's some in the tubes, there's some under the tubes, some in the rocks. I don't see any in that plant yet. Those are going into the plant right now. That one's on eggs right there. They're already in the tube. So that's moving little by little. It's gonna take a while because there's a ton of babies in here that I gotta let get older. Cause look at baby, baby, baby. Those are all babies, man. And I want to get let them get older. See, tiny ones, tiny, 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 tiny. And I'm not gonna be able to scoop all of them out, so I have to wait so they get a little bit bigger so I can be able to grab them. So this tank is all stirred up right now. That's why it's so murky. It'll calm down. But that's the new tank that they're all going into. And it's coming alive. We're getting the band back together, man. And there's all the mosquito fish swimming in the school. Tons of mosquito fish. None of the guppies stay alive. That's the only guppy that stood alive right there. Maybe with a bigger tank they'll be okay. Alright, talk to you later. Subscribe, like, share. For real this time. Say hi to the koi. Just sitting here watching.